All right, take two. Get my camera the right way here. Okay, so hi everyone. Tonight I am cooking a chicken and broccoli braid, and I've never done this before, this recipe, so I wanted to test it out and I figured might as well do a video. It's been a while. So I've got some cooked chicken breast that I did up in my quick cooker last night, because that way I could just throw it in the pot and walk away. When it was done, it was done. Didn't have to fuss with it. So I'm using my food chopper to dice up my chicken. Nice and finely chopped, which is perfect for what we're doing. This is really good for when you're doing onions too. And it does come with a base that I left in my cupboard, this little base here. And when you're doing it on this base, it's not as noisy, but I'm just doing it on the cutting board. Quick. And every time that you pound down on it, it actually will turn the blades. So the more that you pound, the finer it's going to cut. Unfortunately, my chicken's a little bit thick. Once it gets going, it's going good. And this is dishwasher safe too, so you can just take it apart and toss it in. I don't think I'm going to need all this chicken. It's supposed to have 2 cups. There you go. So to take it apart, you just unscrew this. You take this piece off, and this will open up, and you can put it in the dishwasher, and it'll come clean. And if you have an old one of these and you find that it's not working so great, we do have a sharpener for it, which I think I'm going to need to sharpen this guy up again. It's not working quite as well as I want it to. So I'm going to put my extra pieces there, and I'm going to put this into the large batter bowl. So how much did I end up with here? Oh, I have way more chicken than I needed. That's okay. We like chicken. All right, and then I have some green pepper. I'm going to do basically the same thing. Slice it so it fits in there better. See, it works better when it's a bit softer type of food. My chicken was just way too thick. Easy peasy. And I'm sure I'm going to end up with more filling than what the recipe says, since I'm not exactly measuring everything. That's alright. Okay, and then it calls for some broccoli. Now this broccoli was actually from our garden this year. It's the first time we've had real success growing broccoli. And the fun part about using the food chopper for this is that you can make it as fine as you want. And if you have picky eaters, you can kind of hide some of the veggies by chopping them up super small. Like the broccoli, because it's all the little bits and pieces, it's actually green sprinkles. Too long. So if you wanted it to be chunkier, you can definitely not chop this up. And I like that the stuff doesn't take very long to go through when you're chopping because there's so many blades. It takes a lot less time. There we go. So there's my broccoli. Now if you don't like some of these ingredients, you can definitely switch them up. Or you can add in some other things. I'm adding in some mushrooms because I have them on hand. And this is a good way to hide them because my 14-year-old does not like mushrooms. That way he'll never know. There's a big chunk still. Just chop that up a bit more. All right. So we have that. Oh, we need garlic. So I've got our garlic press here. This is an amazing tool. I never thought I would use this, honestly. When I had joined, it was part of my kit, and I just set the garlic press aside because I just used the bottled chopped garlic, and I was fine with that. And then I decided to try this, and I've never gone back. You can just pop in your garlic clove. You can put it in whole. You don't have to peel it. Leave the papery skin on, and then just squeeze it in. And then it comes with this little handy Barbie brush, and it's a scraper, so you don't have to touch the garlic at all. And then when you take it out, use the tool again and just pick it out. There you go. Just toss that in your compost. And then the Barbie brush end of it, that goes into the bottom holes so that when you're washing it out, it'll get all the pieces that are stuck inside the holes out. And this is dishwasher safe too, so you don't even have to wash it by hand. But do poke the holes because it can still get stuck in there. All right, and then we needed some salt. And again, I'm not measuring. I don't measure very much. And then we have the all-purpose dill. If you like dill, this smells amazing. So we want 2 teaspoons of this. Oh, that's not going to work. Just have to pour it in. And this is our adjustable measuring spoon. And actually, this is a free gift with a $100 order this month. So if you don't have these adjustable spoons, place your order and you will get a set. There's 2 of them. This is the tablespoon size. So it goes from 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon with all the half sizes in between. And then it also has a teaspoon size, and it has rubber on the edge here so that you can even use liquid and it won't seep back into the spoon where you don't want it to. There's that. Just making sure I'm not missing anything because I don't have a recipe in front of me. I'm going to add the kale and fiber package of our enrichables. This is another good way of hiding veggies, is by using these. Now, we don't have them in the little individual packages anymore. They've been redesigned into a pouch that you can scoop, which I think is even better. And this is just pure kale. It's been freeze-dried and ground. So there's actually 2 cups of kale in this package. So just imagine all the nutrition and fiber that you're getting from that. And nobody needs to know. It's not going to change the taste. It will change the color a little bit because it's such a dark green, but nobody's going to notice that it's in there. And then I've got my mini measure-all with half a cup of mayo. I think I'm going to need some more mayo though to make this all come together. But I love these cups because all you have to do is set it to the amount that you want, fill it up, and then plunge it down. And one more thing I did forget so far is the grated cheese. This is our coarse grater. And I like this because you can hold it this way, you can put it on a cutting board, or you can adjust the handle and have it stand like a triangle. And then the handle folds away for storage. And this can go in the dishwasher as well. And it comes with a guard, which you definitely want to use because these little blades are very sharp. When you put the top on, it'll hold your food. So it's not falling all over the place like I was just doing. Getting a bit gummed up in there. You can feel the cheese rolling around. Very carefully do this. Take your time and be gentle. Or otherwise you will end up with cut fingers, and nobody wants to eat your cut finger. I know my family doesn't want to eat mine. Easy peasy. There's a lot of different ingredients for this, but it's really not a difficult thing to make. And when we get to the braiding part, there's a trick I'll show you, so you don't have to worry. It's not going to take a lot of effort. Alright, so we want to mix this up. And like I said, I'm going to have to add some more mayo into this, I think, because since I didn't measure everything very well, I got a little more than I needed. We're just going to add it in and see what we end up with. Isn't cooking fun? You get to make up the rules in your kitchen. I want to get right down to the bottom, get all that good cooked chicken mixed up with this stuff. I want everything to have some moisture in it so that it cooks up good and doesn't get dry when we're baking it. Now, this dish that I'm making, it is a really good thing to take to a family gathering or even a potluck. If you read the reviews on the website for this dish, everybody loves it. So that's one of the reasons why I had to try this. I think that looks pretty good. Alrighty. So the next step is going to be on our stone. Now this is the new stoneware, the Stone Fusion. See the diamond pattern on the back. This is just the rectangle stone. And I have not used this yet, so I am going to spray it with a little bit of oil. I just don't want my stuff to stick. I'm just going to spread that around. Now, as you bake on this with higher fat foods, like with the crescent rolls that we've got going on, this will turn into nonstick very easily. And the more you use it, the more it gets seasoned. And the better it's seasoned, the better it cooks. So there's the saying, the darker it looks, the better it cooks. Alright, just get all the way to the edges. This is our kitchen spritzer, which I love. I don't have any more of those spray non-stick coatings. Much healthier. Alright, so I just got crescent roll tubes. You need 2 for this recipe. Or in the case of the amount of stuff I have, maybe more. But that's alright. I do have my oven preheated. That's been going on since I started this. This is not coming off very well. There we go. I think we don't need the instructions on this packaging. Making quick work of it. There we go. Took a while to pop open. I can honestly say I don't bake with these very often. So what you want to do is just unroll it. You don't want to take it apart. And then we'll put the other one. Hopefully this will come apart better. I think there's a design flaw. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has problems getting into these. There we go. So we got them both laid out. Taking my baker's roller, and we're just going to roll it together. That way these perforations to make those triangle crescent roll things aren't quite as much. Because we don't want it to fall apart when we're eating. Not need to be perfect. Okay, so the next part, I'm going to put my filling in first. We're going to put our filling straight down the middle. It smells so good with that dill in there. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to eat this. Okay, so we kind of want to make it a bit even. Otherwise, we're going to have a very weird shape. So push it down close to the edge. But not quite. You want to leave just a little bit of a lip. And I'm sorry this video is so long. Normally my videos are not this long. But you're getting real-time cooking. Alright, so that looks good, even with all that extra stuff in there. So now, to make the braid part, I'm using my pizza wheel. And we're going to cut about 2-inch wide pieces. Okay, you can see that, I can't tell, but you kind of know what 2 inches look like. And you want to make sure you have the same amount on both sides. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. We're going to take our bottom, we're going to just give it a little stretch and put it up. Kind of like a little diaper on the end. Okay? And then we're going to take our two ends. You can do this one at a time if you want. And we're just going to twist it. And we're going to twist this piece, and then we're just going to pinch it in the center. Okay, and we're going to keep doing that. So twist, and a twist, and a pinch. And a twist, twist, and a pinch. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. It's still going to taste delicious. All right? And And your perfection is not necessarily someone else's either. More after this. Alright, and then same at the bottom. We just want to bring up the edge just a little bit to kind of hold it all in, and then give it a twist, and a twist on this side, and a pinch. And just pat it down. And we've got some openings here in between our braids. That's totally fine. Alright, so I've got some egg white and our mini whisk. Isn't this cute? This came back out again last spring. So just gonna whip this up a bit. And we're going to do an egg wash. Now the recipe calls for slivered almonds to be used on this on top. Unfortunately, I don't have any slivered almonds, so I'm just going to leave it blank. You could always add some more spice if you want, or a different spice. You could even do things like maybe some onion on top. Or if you have other nuts like pecans, that would be good too. You want to make sure that you get it all. There we go. So that is our chicken and broccoli braid before it goes in the oven. It's going to cook for about a half an hour, so I will take a picture of it when it's all done. There we are. Thanks for watching.